Hey everybody, welcome back to Deem Sky Farms, and welcome to Pallegney on Farm Sim 25. It's finally arrived. This is one of my favorite maps from Farm Sim 22, and it's one that I never had a chance to do a series on. It showed up relatively late in Farm Sim 22, um, or at least it showed up it hit my radar in Farm Sim 22 relatively late. And possibly because I got started relatively late on Farm Sim 22. I only had it for about a year before Farm Sim 25 dropped. But anyway, Pallegney, one of the maps that I truly loved. For me, I put this up with Court Farms, Comston, Bali Spring, and it's mostly because it's just such a gorgeous map. The level of detail on it is simply stunning. And you can just spend your time wandering around here looking at stuff and going, ooh, isn't that cool? This is ours. This is our cheese shop. We're going to be getting into that. Does it say nos fromages de qualité fermière produits et affine de la ferme or à la ferme? Sorry for my horrible French accent. We're working on it. We are here. Okay, so we are here. We walk down from where we start at the church and we walk down. We're at our main farm here. And if you haven't had a chance to do, or if you haven't had a look at any of the map tours that are out there, I would strongly suggest that you do. There's a lot of stuff on this map. And I'm looking forward to doing this series. I wanted to do it in Farm Sim 22. I wanted to do it on the Terra Life Farm Sim 22, but it was just not quite ready it wasn't quite ready. They were still kind of in beta whenever it came out. So anyway, here's our farm. That's a cow barn over there. We've got chickens walking around. We've got a truck. We've got a tractor, baler, seeder, and the Samaz mower. All the usual suspects. This is bale storage up here, bale and pallet storage. We've got some seeds, a lot of seeds. Oh, wow. Okay. This here, if I remember correctly, this is our service area, I think. Let me see. Open this door. Yeah, this is our service area. So we roll into the building, and then we come in here, and there's our service trigger. Wait, did you? That's okay. That's really impressive. The texturing on the hinge. So we've got a little Kloss tractor here, 470 Arion with the front loader attachment, all that stuff. The cool thing about this map, or I think the cool thing about this map, is it's got a Kloss dealer on it. And I haven't really had a chance to play with a lot of Kloss equipment, so I'm going to take advantage of the Kloss dealer, being the local dealer just up the way, and we're going to use as much Kloss equipment as we can get our hands on early on in the mod life cycle. There's our trailer. That's a Rudolph. I do have a replacement for this picked out. I haven't loaded it in. I'm dealing with a mod conflict right now, so I've only got the base game files and the Pallegney building pack. There's our Kloss harvester. This is the same one that's on Comston Farms, and I think for the size of fields that we have, this is going to be just ducky. Our fields, they're big, but they're not huge. So we've got this wheat field over here. We're going to harvest that, get some straw off of it. And we've got a soybean field over there. Actually, let's just check our map here. Where are we? So we're here. We have field 103. This is our wheat field. And we've got 31. 31 is canola. And then over up, whoops, we've got 92 and 90. These are grass fields. I remember that from Farm Sim 22. We've got field 25 down here. Oh, field 25 is wheat. Okay, so we have field field 9 over here is barley. Oh, and we have field 21 as well, which it looks like it's wheat. That's one of the little fields. Here's the church here. And this is where we walked up from. Here's our chickens, there's our cows. So field 21, we have field 21 and field 19 as well on either side of the road. Field 19 looks like canola as well. Okay. So we have 2 canola fields, 2 wheat fields, a barley field. Sorry, 3 wheat fields, 2 canola fields, 1 barley field. Okay, we're good. So we've got a bunch of stuff to harvest. I think our plan, our rough plan, I don't want to do too much of a map tour. We'll do the tour as we go and kind of discover it together. If you haven't watched any map tours, there's the usual suspects. Mr. Sealy P has a good one. Gaming Joy has a good one. I think Bruce's Gaming has done one. I can't remember though. I'm pretty sure he has. Bruce's are pretty good. He usually goes for a couple hours doing a map tour. So if that's your jam, check it out. So here's our field. Here's our wheat. Let's just take a quick walk back here. We've got a couple of bunker silos. And then we've got this big drive-through bunker here. Do we have any treasures floating around here? I know we had the seeds. Okay, nothing. There's our slurry. Okay, here's our cow pasture back here. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. We're gonna do a little bit of experimenting with it. My rough idea for that though was to see if we can buy TMR through one of the mods that lets us do that. And if not, well then, you know, we'll buy the TMR, we'll get the cows going as fast as we can. So what do we got? They've got meadow, 15,000 liters of meadow. I guess that's that. Are there any treasures in here? No, just the milk. Just our milking setup. Okay. And how are the chickens doing for food? I like that. I like that a lot. There's the gate into the pasture. So we could mow this. But do we want to, or I think we're just going to leave the cows in there once we get there. How are our chickens doing? Chicken pasture. So we have 8 chickens, 50%, 750 liters. I'm guessing chickens eat wheat. Okay. Yeah, chickens eat wheat in base game. Or at least they did. You know, it occurs to me that I haven't had any animals in Farm Sim 25. I've done lots of messing around with crops and stuff, but I haven't tried any animals. Okay, so grain silo. This silo is empty. Okay, well, let's do something about that. And I guess what we're going to do about it, we're going to need a tractor. So we're going to need a couple of tractors. We're going to need a tractor to pull that wagon around. And we're going to need a combine. So let's set this up. I'm guessing this is the bigger of our 2 tractors. Ah, okay, this is a manual. All right. So yeah, I'm playing with an Xbox controller now because I had the wheel set up on my desk, and it was just getting in the way too much of other stuff that I wanted to do. So I took the wheel off my desk and said, okay, I'm going to learn how to do it with a controller. And Farm Sim 25 makes it relatively easy. Not totally painless, but not too bad either. So bear with me while I get used to this system. Nope, we wanted to do one more. There we go. Why did I think this tractor was an automatic? Lower the weight. Disconnect. Spin around. Oh, it might have been that other one that I was messing around with. Anyway, whatever. There we go. On with the weight. The only thing that's kind of messing me up with Farm Sim 25 is that I got really used to playing with vehicle control add-on in Farm Sim 22. So change directions, camera switches. And I don't know if vehicle control add-on is coming to Farm Sim 25. I haven't seen anything from the developer. I went on their website or their GitHub. I think it's Mowgli that does it. I haven't seen anything on their GitHub in a long time. So hopefully it comes back, or if not, hopefully someone takes over development of that project. I really liked it. It was kind of an essential piece of kit for me. So we're going to put this over here. And, oh, we got to do some settings. Let's change some settings. Settings. So what we're going to do, we've got economic difficulty on normal. Traffic is on. Seasonal growth is on. Days per month is going to be 2. Visual month is off. Snow is on until it becomes annoying. If it becomes annoying, then we're going to turn it off. Crop destruction on. Plowing, I'm going to turn that off until probably the spring of the year. We'll see. Fieldstone, going to leave that on. Lime, weeds, disaster, leave that visuals only. And that's only because I don't know if they get tornadoes in France or massive hailstorms. If I'm wrong, let me know. Automatic engine start off. Stop and go braking is fine. Fill event is there. Fuel usage normal. Off. Slurry is going to be at the cow stall, and that's going to be at the cow stall. Okay. Let's go to general settings. Just to make sure that I've got, okay, kilometers, Celsius, hectares. Camera, that's fine. Blah, blah, blah. Gear shift mode manual, trains. Okay. All right. This looks pretty good. All right. Back. And shut her down. And then we got to get that trailer out of there. I want to grab it. No, I'm going to grab it with a John Deere. It'll make life a little bit easier to grab it with that John Deere. That's going to be one of my first trades, by the way. I am planning on doing a little bit of upgrading. You can see that I gave us $250,000 to start. I didn't want to struggle. Plus, I kind of want to customize stuff. All right, let's start her up. Forward. There we go. Up here. Pick up. Yeah, I didn't want to struggle too hard. I want to have fun. Because this looks like a map where we can have some fun. Although, given the number of fields that we got, we might bump up the economic difficulty later on. We're starting out with a lot of gear, and we own, well, one good production, plus the cows. Once we get them going, it'll be good. It'll be good. Those 2 grass fields are going to turn into gold pretty quickly, too. I think what we're going to do with those... is those are obviously going to be turned into silage. I think our baler does wrapping. That's going to be the thing until we get a forage wagon, which we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm thinking forage wagon to pick up straw in the field and just dump it straight into the cow barn. But then again, bales for making silage, although we don't, or bales for making PMR, although we don't have in our collection of stuff, we don't have a feed wagon or feed mixer wagon. So we'll have to see what's out there for that. Okay, we want to back this up. No, we don't want to get out of it. Back this up. Basically somewhere right here. Yeah, right around there. And then we're gonna play that game with the combine and come right around through that one bunker. I don't know what we're gonna do when we fill that bunker. That's just a thoroughfare on the farm now. All right. Let's get our claws going. Yeah. Not as tight as Bally Spring, but she's still fairly tight. Also mirrors. Oh, actually, you know what? That reminds me. I don't think I've set my field of view on Farm Sim 25. On Farm Sim 22, I had it bumped up just a little bit, and it seemed to help with stuff like that, being able to see the mirrors, where you were going, although it was hell on wheels for logging. Because when you bump up the field of view, for me anyways, I found it just absolutely wrecked your depth perception. Not that we have a whole lot of that in here anyway, but, you know, you gotta keep what you can. Set up. Back it up. Let me get that John Deere out here. And we're going to put this out of the way somewhere. Oh yeah, we'll just slide it up here. This will be fine, because we're going to leave our header on for a while. We've got a lot of stuff to harvest, but I mean, not that I have anything against John Deere, it's just that I want to have something else on the farm. Plus, that's the starting one of the starting ones for Riverbend Springs. We've been there, and there's good mods that are out there that we can play with. There's a couple of really nice looking little Massey Fergusons that would totally fit in here. Are we started? Yep. Are we on full? We are now. And I'll start. I did unfold it. So, yeah, there's a couple of nice little Massey Fergusons on the mod hub that would totally fit in here. But then again, there's a nice medium-sized cloth that would fit in here too. So we'll see. We'll see where the game takes us. All right. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna remember to turn the straw swap on. Okay, straw swap. Go back to our inside camera so we can actually see what we're doing. I'm gonna take like 4 or 5 header rows across here. I might just go back, back up, straight back. See if we can see out that mirror about where we are. Not really. Not really. Waiting to feel the gentle kiss of the building that we run into. Yeah, I'm gonna come across here a couple of times and give us some room to swing. You'll see. This is a weird shaped field. this not back into the wall? Maybe. There we go. Okay. It's not as tight as Bally Spring. It's not as tight as Bally Spring. Oh my god. That was such a beautiful map, but yeah. It was too tight for me. I spent like 20 minutes trying to get the combine out of the yard. But totally gorgeous map. If it comes to FS25, I'm totally going to play it again. Go. Okay. 4 ought to do it. Okay, cool. That's going to give us some room to work. There, and I'm trying to remember how I did this in FS22. Because there was a certain pattern that I'd figured out that made this particular field just so much easier. I think it went something like this. Yeah, okay, and then we turn and we head down that end. Okay, back. There we go. And down. Okay. Yeah, I'm super glad to be back behind the mic. I took a little bit of a break. I just needed some time to decompress, and play with some other stuff, play some other games, take a little break from Farm Sim, and not create content. And it partially because I needed a break, but also because every content creator out there was doing the same 3 maps. And now every content creator out there is doing Pumpkin Farm. So when Pallegney came out, I said, aha, that's the one for me. Also, like I say, I wanted to do this in Farming Simulator 22, but I had other stuff on the go. I think I was right in the middle of the Poor Boy map whenever I found this one. Well, what was that? Mason County. Mason County was the one that I was in the middle of. That was a strangely fun series, actually. Mason County, not my normal kind of map, or not the map that I would normally play. No, we want to keep going forward, and we want to come out here and take advantage of this large bunker silo. Just swing our fat butt around. Yeah, Mason County, not my normal style of map, but there was so much to do on it. And, so many ways to make money. There we go. So that's another one. Hopefully that comes back to Farm Sim. Or Farm Sim 25. Comes for Farm Sim 25. I would really like to see an FS25 version of Mason County. Okay, so we've got 2 headlands opened up across here. Take one more. One more or 2 more? Can't remember. At least one. Okay, there we go, like that. Okay, good. I didn't mean to start the AI worker there. I'm still a little bit... what's the word? Still not quite used to the controls. Because anybody who plays with the controller, they know that you have to do multiple sequential or multiple button... gotta turn it on. Button presses at the same time to to do the thing. Whereas when I was running with the wheel, well, actually it was a yoke. It was a flight yoke that I had left over from playing Microsoft Flight Simulator that I was running Farm Sim with. Everything was on its own button, so there was none of those shenanigans like the controller. So this is definitely, it's an interesting experience and a pleasurable experience. And I was inspired to try Farm Sim with the controller from playing SnowRunner, which was one of the games that I picked up last fall at some point, and it was my game that I played at work whenever things got slack at work, and I was sitting there for hours. I'd throw SnowRunner on and off we'd go, and I was WASDing it. And then I started playing it at home, getting into it a little bit more. And just for funsies, I picked up the controller, and it was a literal game changer. Like, in the literal sense of the expression, it changed the game. So, got used to that, played that, and then I said, well, you know what? Let's give Farm Sim a try. So I did, and that was right about the time that Comston Farms came out, and I started messing around with the controller in Farm Sim. Okay, this is it. This is how we're going to do this. We're going to break this field into 2 sections. Because I think we've got enough room to shoot right across here. Yeah, so that led me to say, okay, well, let's get back into Farm Sim. Let's start doing stuff again. There. Back here. See, now once this top section is opened up, that other little bottom section to our left, that'll be a snap. Although we're getting some grain in the tank. How's our tank look? Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Oh, missed a couple of stalks there. Oh, that's alright. The mulcher will get that. The chickens will get that. I wonder if I can just dump the combine right into the chicken house. That would stick the pipe right in there and dump it right in. Alright, here you go. It would be funny if we could. Actually, I suppose I better learn how to do animals in Farm Sim 25. There we go. Especially without Maze Plus. I'm trying to remember if the last map that I did without Maze Plus. Probably, maybe Mason County, because it had its own feed making system. Yeah. Okay, that would probably be it. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We are nothing if not creative. All right, spin this thing around. I am kind of liking this machine. I think this is about the right size for this map. All right, because unlike Comston, which is multiple, Comston is bigger than you would think. Because whenever you think of a UK map, it's like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, little fields, etc., etc. No, that's not Comston. Comston is big. I mean, it's not North American, it's not Nadenthal big, but it's big enough. Down. No. We're not doing I wonder if I can remap that button. Probably. All right, down, on. Let's go. Okay, so this is going to take one more pass. Up. Oh, I'll figure it out eventually. That got it? Oh no, we still have one more. All right. And I'm trying to keep things kind of tidy here because I know that we are going to have to bail this at some point. Which reminds me, we don't own a windrower. Oh, I see what the problem is I'm getting mixed up between bumper and trigger. For some reason, my muscle memory is telling me to do the wrong thing. Could be because I've been up since 4 this morning. And the reason I was up at 4 this morning was so that I could do a recording of this. Unfortunately, somewhere in the process of updating Windows since the last time I recorded, a Windows update went and reset my mic settings on me again. So my mic was way too hot and 50 minutes of material went straight into the bin. Yeah. The wail of the poor content creator. That's okay. I like it. And, you know, having a rehearsal is always pretty good too. Down. There we go. I was actually debating doing a Farm Sim 22 series at one point. Because Farm Sim 25, for me, it's been a little bit flaky. So I was thinking, maybe we go back to 22 that's got all our mods and stuff. And I was thinking of maybe doing Gatehead Farm. Because that one arrived like 2 weeks before Farm Sim 25. And I don't feel that it got the attention that it deserved. And it's a really, really nice map. Get that one? And I had a pretty cool little thing going on it. So yeah, I was thinking that might be the thing. Oh, I forgot. We're playing. We're not in menu anymore. That means I've got to turn time back up. Not to put pressure on it, but, you know, try to keep it somewhat, you know, we want to work a little bit. I could just give myself $1 million and say, okay, there, we're done. That wouldn't make for much of a series, would it? There would be nothing interesting. Let's turn time up to 5. All right, yeah, 5 is good. I think 5 will do. 2-day months running at 5. That's what I've been running everything at, and it seems to be working out for me. If things start falling behind, we can turn it down. If things get slow over the winter, maybe we'll jump to 1-day months, but I'm not sure it will, especially with the cows and our production. How are we doing? Oh, we're at 94%. All right. %. Gonna make it? Yeah. Okay. Almost 97. 98. I think we got it. It worked in rehearsal. Yeah. Okay, so there's the line. Cool. 88. How close are we going to get? 99. It's like that Seinfeld episode where they were driving around the car and the tank was on empty, but they didn't want to put any gas in it because they wanted to see how close they could get it. But I think that's got it. Oh, there's a couple little scraps up the edge here. That might just set us at 100, and then we can empty this out into our trailer and carry on. $99, eh? All right. Okay, cut her down, and then we're gonna. That bush is in the wrong place. Although I could leave this out here on the field actually for now. And then we stick our pipe out. Yeah, there we go. Leave our engine running. Go get our tractor. I mean, it's a nice enough looking trailer, but I just the one that I want to get, it's the LeBouc Gold, which is a Francais brand, just to kind of keep, you know, with the theme of keeping it local. Buy local. You know, like whenever I do a UK map, I always try and have UK equipment. And if I'm doing a North American map, I try and have North American equipment. Back. There we go. And actually, on Farm Sim 22, there was a surprising amount of Quebec equipment on there. And that was another map that I kind of wanted to do, but didn't get into it as much as I thought I would. How are we doing here? $77, 79, 7,900 liters. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Let's go tip into our silo. Here without getting stuck. Can we get into there without getting stuck? It's not as tight as Bally Spring. Not as tight as Bally Spring. Yeah, look at that. We've got a breaker box, controls for the silo, electrical pedestal. Oh, and there's a light switch there too, I think. We're gonna hop out and check that out. Yeah. On the trigger. That'll continue to dump. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Can we turn that on? A little bit of flickering on the screws, but that's whatever. Fine. It's fine. This is so amazingly fine. Okay. Small detail there, but, you know. Alright. So, here we are. We're at 8:47 on day one. We've got one field done. And one more to go. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down here. Down. And just carry on. We are still running. Type in before we hook it into something and regret it. And here we go, off to this one. So I'm going to do a little jump cut until this one is done. Sorry, how can I explain that? What time is it? 6 p.m. me thinks 4 a.m. me is kind of an idiot. I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump cut, and because you don't need to see me combining another field, and we'll pick it up from there and see where we stand, okay? I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, here we go. We got our soybean field harvested, so that's 2 down out of 5, I think it is. And I think this is going to be a good place to call this an episode. Actually, once we get our... we're going to dump and see what we got for our total soybean. I've made one tip to the trailer off of the combine, so then we'll be able to see what our yield was. There we go. I do like in Farm Sim 25 the default target fill level thing. That's pretty nice. What do we got? Alright, it's not soybeans, it's canola. I'm tired. I think I need a nap after this. 11,383. Alright. Cool. So I'm just gonna set this. Hey, chicken. I'm just gonna set this big thing over here, and we're gonna have to... There. Okay, yeah, I'm getting tired. Anyway, so we got 11,383 of that. And we've got a good chunk of wheat in there. And now that this has been... Actually, we could have done this before, but anyway. You know what I mean. So tip this, and we should be good. We still have a couple more to go, though. And I think I'll do those off camera, actually. And I'll have those done by the next episode, because I think for the next episode, we're going to want to start getting our cows going. Or maybe we'll go cut some grass. Yeah, let's go cut some grass. That'll be next episode. Okay. So the plan for me, my homework, I've got to go and harvest the remaining 3 fields. And then next episode, we're going to take that mower out for a rip. Maybe replace it, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how we'll see how far our matchy goes. There. Okay. I'm just going to park this here. I don't think we have a bucket for the tractor. That might be something that we need to pick up. All right. There we go. Not bad for a first day. Let's go see what our totals are. I don't have time-saving stock check. I have literally no mods installed. 11,383 of canola, 79.53 of wheat. Pretty good. So, just want to say thank you. If you've stuck around this far, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Interact with the algorithm. Give it a poke. Give it a like. If you really like what we're doing, think about subscribing. Help us grow the channel. I'd really appreciate that. And until next time, take care of yourselves, y'all.